Okay, we're in another MSEM GP match, and we have got Styles. Oh my! Why are there a bunch of random windows? My computer just keeps throwing random windows at me, and I'm not sure why. So we've got a kind of mirror match, and that we've got. Let me load up a deck similar to Styles' decks. This is just my deck, but Styles and I are on very similar lists. So this deck aims to use cards that ramp, and the main one would be down here in Cherry Restoration, which lets you search up. It basically triple ramps you, but it also double or triple ramps your opponent. And you use that along with ways to find it, and 10 to the Grove will always find it. And then Chaos is your redemption, can hit 10 and Chattery and whatever other thing you want to have a 2/3 chance to find it. And yeah, you ramp a bunch and you do good, and then you just cast some really big things. Meanwhile, as we see here, Scribble is on a control deck that with why is it on both? Control deck, which is also running a big card, and this is a big shared card between both of them, and that is Heart of Zedina. Where is it? Heart of Zedina. This deck runs 3, Scribbles runs 1, I believe. And yeah, this land makes so much mana. Yeah, just so much. We've got double Children of the Cloud, so this is a really big one. And you've got Sand Unassailable for some more life gain, End of Days as a board wipe, Reveal Eternities for some draw, and Double Wayfarer's Shrine. And notably, this is going... No counter spells is a big note for against Styles. Who's going first? Styles is going first. As Styles does have Heart, Styles has Valdez on 1, though you can't fetch. Another big play in this deck is touching Elryan on 1, which lets you just untap so many lands. It's absolutely insane card, since, yeah, it's fetchable. So yeah, you can do some crazy stuff. Okay, just going to play up the fetch tap. Okay, actually going to shock it in here. Looks like they're going to get Elryan, turn 1. So that could be turn 1 Elryan, turn 2 fetch Valdez, turn 3, Yeah, so we're probably going to see Elryan come out of the deck here. Yep, there's Elryan. Yeah, just gets so much mana. And we could see Valdez here, but it's also pretty likely that this could just be land pass, as they will need a red source for... Actually, no, this can fetch a Crumbling Precipice, which is a black-red land. So that will be able to ensure you have red-green next turn to be able to tend. And currently, Scribble doesn't have a counterspell, but Scribble could draw one, so we'll see about that. And yeah, just going to tap the land to get a counter on Elryan, and that's going to play Valdez, hit low. It's going to get that Children of the Clouds, very notably outside of Scribble's hand, and give Styles the knowledge that Scribble doesn't have a counterspell right now, which is really big. And yeah, Biohazard, RFE, these are win cons, Biohazard being a board wipe, which isn't the most relevant in this matchup, but RFE being card draw, it can, becomes a big beater on the swing back, and sure, you're ramping your opponent, but you're the ramp deck, you're the one that's probably going to be using the mana better. And they aren't really putting that much pressure on you, so yeah, I'd say Styles is in a better position here. This is probably going to be Shifting Glade, tap 3, go for 10 to the Grove, which is guaranteed to cascade into Terry Restoration, which, triple ramps you, gets one from hand, graveyard, and a basic land from your deck, puts them all into the battlefield tapped, and your opponent does the same. So really absolutely insane card. Obviously, you're giving your opponent 2 to 3 lands, which is extremely dangerous a lot of the time. But I can't stress this enough. This deck has... Okay, going to be more cautious. Playing out the RFE, this might be a misplay in my opinion. This is probably a misplay in my opinion, but I understand the want to, play cautious against a control deck. But yeah, now with double tend, then play tap Lush Oasis. Notably, no basics out yet. I'd go for the tend, but then again, I also have the knowledge that Scribble doesn't have a counterspell. But then again, Styles also has the knowledge that Scribble didn't have a counterspell, and now that gets even harder to see now that Scribble is Reveal Eternitiesing. Also, just kind of a side note, something cool to have on Cockatrice was be able to see when a player looks at the top cards of their deck. That for spectators, that'd be something really useful. Okay, still looking for the top 3. I mean, if there's a counter spell, that's not so bad now, especially since I believe most of Scribble's counter spells are soft. Let me see. Scribble has yeah, just one hard counter spell and two soft ones in Portal Fracture and Cosmic Sinkhole. Okay, get Simmel to their hand, stand unassailable. Yeah, there's soft counter spell we see with Portal Fracture. It's the graveyard. So this is probably just going to be a stand unassailable here. Sure, the 7 life isn't too relevant in this matchup, but I mean, it's still, you want to be doing something with your mana, and you're still bluffing a, just show that card, Cosmic Sync. So this is a 4th spike on 1, it becomes a 3 mana leak, and then you're never really casting it for 5. A 4 spike or 3 mana leak, this card sees a lot of play. It's a super awesome card. And it might not seem the best, but it's actually really good in practice. And this was originally just X and blue and not double X and blue, and that's just absolutely insane. I'm sure you have to spend extra mana, but I mean, mana bases are really good. Okay, yeah, we could. Looks like it's probably going to just be a 10 to the grove here. Okay, going to 4 mana. Could be playing a Valdis here. Could be an interesting play. Elrayan up to 7 counters, which means it will, fire next turn. Yep, it's just going to be Valdez to get something down. And then next turn, Scribbl has Simul, which can go +2 up to 6 because this puts a loyalty counter on each Planeswalker, which includes itself. Simul plus, it's effectively a 2 up to 6, and do a thing. Reach from Ruin is another board wipe along with End of Days. But yeah, Style's playing very cautiously, so those board wipes aren't really doing too much right now. Okay, it's going to be a Simul, and Simul most likely going, okay, will it be untapped? Yep, it's going to be untapped and cast another stand unassailable up to 32. Now, obviously, stand unassailable is going to be a lot more relevant if Styles is going for the more conservative plan of, I'll just try and beat you down with big coalescers, and that there's a Chaos is your redemption, which is a guaranteed way to get out some kind of threat or a card draw, because what you can do with Chaos is your redemption. And yeah, I have a similar deck in the Chaos is your redemption. You have Gate of Realms and Intrepid as 2 threats, along with Beyond All Horizons as a coalesce threat. And these all search up Heart of Sedina. And then you also have Recall Forgotten Aeons as a coalesce threat that also draws some cards. And yeah, those are your cards you get with Chaos is your redemption. Oh. Okay, Styles just thinking here still. Okay, Styles going to play Heart of Sedina, the land. Okay, yeah, place Heart of Sedina. Go to blue, green, perhaps deciding what lands to use. Tap for Heart of Sedina. Okay, going to use Elrayan, interestingly. So giving up that ability to untap all lands this turn. So not really much in hand, and I think producing the Heart of Sedina mana is how, yeah. And yeah, the Elrayan is now up to 10 because, or it should be at 10 because you are tapping Heart of Sedina for mana. But I mean, I can't say that because I'm a spectator. So, and yeah, that Styles' mistake, and it probably won't matter as it turns on next turn anyway, or with this Crumbling Precipice. But yeah, okay, not going to do that. So Elrayan should be at 7 then. Okay, going to use Heart of Sedina. That will put Elrayan at 10. Technically should be at 11, but anything further than 10 doesn't matter. Okay, Scribble saying wait. I assume this could be maybe considered like a take back or something. Yeah, Styles clarifies, should be at 10 anyway. So Styles is just shortcutting there, but obviously just a clarification here. Okay, 6 red mana plus a blue or a green, so this could be either Chaos is your redemption, 10 to the Grove, or not going to just be Chaos is your redemption. And what this hits here could be really interesting. And we'll see. It could be Gate of Realms Intrepid maybe to start trying to push damage, or maybe RFE get more mana. Obviously, this Elrayan here can sack to untap all these lands. Heart of Sedina will make some mana. Okay, Gate of Realms as one, as expected. Absolutely really good threat in this deck. Not all Horizons. So this could be trying to search up a, not sure if, big one's Monument of Queens. Not sure if Styles modified the deck to add more utility lands, and there's a Recall Forgotten Eons as the other one. And we'll roll a dice here to see which one it is. Okay, RFE going to be 1, Beyond All Horizons 2, and Gate of Realms 3. We'll see what the die roll is. Okay, it will be a Gate of Realms, which I think is one of the better hits here. Obviously, you aren't actually getting a land into play, which the other two do, but if you really needed it that much, you could have fetched 10 or Frateri off it. So, yeah. Scribble has double sweeper, but yeah, the sweepers, sure, end of days hits Sal's entire board. End of days usually just names something like planes. Yeah, well, definitely names it here. Give realms, yep, going to fetch Monument Queens. I don't believe Scribble has any instant speed removal. Yeah, no instant speed removal from Scribble, so that is going to be quite dangerous as that. Yeah, no instant speed removal whatsoever, just counter spells and card draw in the instant slot. And going to kill the symbol with Valdez and 8 rounds. Yep. And just going to pass the turn, leaving Elrain at 10, not using it yet. Scribble just draws a land here. Yeah, Scribble's in a really bad position here, not even able to coalesce if that symbol had sticked around. Obviously, still does have this reveal a turn and splashback, but that's only drawing one card, and you really don't want to be doing that in this situation, especially with Styles having so much mana, especially with this Elryan. Yeah, just plays the land tapped and passes, and it's going to be pretty dangerous because if okay, there's the second heart of Zadina, so Styles just going to make an absolutely insane amount of mana. Okay, yep. So Styles could tent here, but I don't know if that's worth it. Could just play out the biohazard. But honestly, I think I'm just leaning towards trying to go Heart of Zadina there, go Monument of Queens by 2, and then on your turn, just start pumping that Monument of Queens to be a huge thing on Scribble's end step. Especially since Scribble, again, doesn't have instant speed removal for the Monument of Queens, so you're going to be able to swing with that thing, and it's going to be big. Can obviously also go for 10 to the growth to A, make your plague lands not deal damage to you, and B, also, get you a ton more lands with different names for your Heart of Zadina. So that is notable. But you're also triple ramping Scribble to allow Scribble to start coalescing, but also you have Biohazard to wipe away the horrors or revelations. Yeah, just going to play out Biohazard X equals 0, which will just start damaging Scribble, be a nice clock. But I think fetching basics to stop your plague lands from dealing damage is also quite important here. And obviously you're still really leaving up Gate of Realms, growing Monument of Queens. Currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you grow Queens by 1 and Gate of Realms on Scribble's end step. Scribbles gets to reveal eternities here. So yeah, Styles choosing to play cautiously this game, which could be the right choice, it could be the wrong choice. But obviously, if Styles isn't playing cautiously here, you let Scribble play out those revelations from the grave, start gaining more life, getting threats on board, and sure, you have a bunch more mana, but you're not really doing as much as you could be doing. If you had less mana, sure, you might grow Monument of Queens more, but you're still taking 12. If there's 2 stand unassailable, or taking a ton, and you also have Biohazard support right, so maybe you could argue Styles could have gone for the Triteri, but I think we're seeing that especially with Scribble's honestly terrible luck so far with draws. They haven't really been the best. Yeah. Okay, there's Intrepid to fetch Scribble's own Heart of Zadina, or let me see if there's a land hate option. Scribble's mana base. There is a Mirror Gate. So Intrepid could fetch Mirror Gate to turn off Heart of Zadina here. Or could fetch Scribble's own Heart of Zadina, but I find the Mirror Gate fetch a lot more likely, since it will really cut off Styles' mana by a lot. So yeah, I could probably Mirror Gate is the right play. Yep, there's the Intrepid coming down. And this is solely in Styles and my deck because of the fact that you have Chaos as your redemption, so you need 3 different ways to fetch Heart, because otherwise it isn't guaranteed off Chaos as your redemption, and there just so happens to be 3 good land tutors at mana value 3, so you don't mess up with Cascade, those being Intrepid, as we see here, Gate of Realms, as we're also seeing, and if we hop over here, we see Beyond All Horizons as the last one, and yeah, we did see that earlier from Styles too, so yep, Biohazard's going to damage Scribble for a bit, going to grow Monument of Queens, and Gate of Realms it looks like too. Okay, not Gate of Realmsing, interestingly. Not sure why not. Okay, Scribble also interestingly chooses to fetch their own Heart of Zadina over a gate. And I could see that definitely being a big misplay here, especially with Styles having that second Heart of Zadina. So this Monument of Queens going to become absolutely huge. Not sure how big it'll be, but it's gonna be big. And it has lifelink, so you're also gaining life off the mana, which doesn't fully negate. Wait, does it fully negate the plague land? Yeah, I think it does because you get more mana off the plague land. It chooses to play Timber Range, most likely fetching a basic forest here. Now the plague lands don't deal you damage anymore because you have two basics. Probably should move this forest to the side just to clarify different name count for Heart of Zadina, but won't matter too much. Okay, Heart of Zadina going to make a bunch of mana here. You all know the drill. Heart of Zadina goes up to how much mana is it at? 8. So yeah, you got 8 red mana. Grow Monument of Queens by 2. You grow Monument of Queens by 2. Just float 2 off, or you could coalesce Recall Forgotten. That is something you shouldn't forget about. A Monument of Queens is a 3/3 Vigilance, Flying, First Strike, Trample, Lifelink. Lots of keywords. Yeah. Monument of Queens, really good card. And currently holding El Ryan is leaving up Gate of Realms here. It's going to be 5 damage. Scribble going to animate Intrepid, block the Valdez, it looks like. I could block Monument, but that literally does nothing because it has First Strike, because before blocks, probably just going to bolt it with Gate of Realms. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Gate of Realms hits Intrepid, kills it, and Scribble having 2 sweepers, but I mean, it's really for nothing here because Styles isn't playing out a big board of creatures. And I mean, sure, you can hit your. Actually, this is a pretty good sweeper. You hit Gabe, Biohazard, and Valdez. And yeah, Styles does have the Monument of Queens, but that's not nearly as much damage as you would get. This could be a El Ryan. Okay, yep, going to be El Ryan. I personally would have chosen to float red there, but obviously you might want black because of your Azos that you could draw if you're coalescing RFE here, which is probably the right play given what we know. Yep, taps Heart of Zadina to make mana, lots of mana. 7 green to be exact. And tap a blue now, coalesce RFE, draw some more cards, be able to play this second extra Heart of Zadina. So yeah, Scribble has nothing here. Going to draw 2 cards. There's the Dragon Calling, but we are post combat now. So we could have had lethal from Styles here if they had just done that pre combat. So yeah, this is kind of sad to see. But I mean, Styles is just in so much of a winning position here. I don't think it really matters. And obviously can still fire off the Dragon Calling next turn to just insta win. Kind of sad to see it gone now though. Currently at storm count 1 only actually. That fetches what? Tyrant and can't fetch Shimmering. It can't fetch like Shimmering for lethal, but I can fetch Azos Tyrant. So the question is, do you want a Dragon Calling? I don't think you want to. I think you want to have it for that guaranteed lethal next turn, rather than just, oh, I fetch out some big dragons. Let's Scribble into that super losing position. Yeah, choosing to Chaos is your redemption over Dragon Calling here. The redemption is probably an RFE Beyond All Horizon. You probably just get a utility. Let me go check. I guess you have Lotus Style. Yeah, it does have Lotus. So that is kind of like a you mostly Beyond All Horizon is probably Beyond All Horizon. Yep, there's the Lotus Barons. Yeah, next turn Styles just straight up has the Dragon Calling. So the Tyrant, that's what? Yeah, that's 3 damage because you have 12. The Shimmering's copy, so that's 4 times. Yeah, that's only 24 damage. Well, only 20. Yeah, you're hitting. Wait, no, that's more than. Yeah, that's times 6. That's 30. Basically, Styles wins turn no matter what. Dragon Calling. Your game named Heart is so bad. So, because you're not going to name Monument. Yeah, Styles has lead. Styles just, you Dragon Calling, fetch up lead, and your thing. So, yeah, Styles will have lethal. This is a bit preemptive, but let's Scribble. Forbidden Treasure, Conjure, Rest, doesn't matter, in Dire Straits might actually from Ruins. From Styles' side, we've got another Biohazard, a Mirror Gate, so that is End of Days. End of Days are 2 styles to this Dragon Calling, but the End of Days is just though obviously you have battles are an online, and there are literally no battles in it, but I mean there could be battle. He said Alcaba Rise of Soul wildcard, because that set has battles in it. Pretty interesting from what I've seen. Actually no, I don't really remember. Maybe there was Styles definitely part of the new Dragon and Scribble's tapped out. 9 red men. You spend what? 1, 2 red, 10 hit Chattery. You do your get out lands, but it doesn't matter. Storm count, that's spells. So that up your Dragon you fetch double shot or Tyrant Ezo. So Tyrant is lethal. What? It's the right place. Styles. Huh. So Styles didn't play a land. So Styles does 5, 7, 9. Styles has not played a land. I mean, Styles does actually have the Dragon Calling, and that'll be lethal. So yeah, we see what the Fairy Ramp does. Styles making good plays by conservative. So obviously Styles, Scribble rather, probably against different kinds of in that its running are really not the best. So I can see why people might. The deck, the only value Cascade does say. I'm gonna clarify that exile that non-land. So it and then yeah, we're into dragon and yeah, up to 12 mana, dragon calling, shimmering, tyrant, double sacks all their and that is so yeah, who would have thought dragon's a card, especially when it's literally effective. So yeah, dragon calling, insane card here. Good in both MSC though. I'd say that dragons then dragon calling, which is actually a big one from Styles. Okay, actually, I don't have Styles. This card here counters a spell started. Well, on the play here. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. Styles has you got to do Dragon Calling, and you also have your to the Grove. Scribble does not have spells at all right. L Ryan and then can go and or it could be Monument Chattery, tutor up, play more but I don't think that's why. Forbidden Treasure. Very good draw from both sides. So that will all the Chatteries out of the that's going to severely handicap Styles are now rather than wow, I see Styles decides to or if Styles decides to go for it, he probably there's a bun. It could be a reason you have that question is or you out or intrepid. Okay, yeah, going to I think that's what you use matchup. Obviously I've never yeah, I'm bad at see what it okay, going to take monument. So yeah, could tap out for if Styles a window to 10 to the Grove. It's not dragon calling it. Quite close. That would be yeah, obviously your dragon calling that is tutor out she'll tell the tyrant, you'll have and if you get X equals 2, you have lethal. If they have no okay, Styles going to so I think with what's in Styles the best play. And you also get your L Ryan. Gate of Realms could be a better play here. We'll see what Styles. I'm still leaning to the Grove. Just drop next. Sure, you're ramping. Actually, they but I don't think they're really going to. There's the deck built. There's a chatter. We're going to, the card the deck is really built around. Get cast finally. It's a quadruple ramp. One from it does have a Grim Bastion. Is going to get. I guess it's face down. So basic out of deck. Probably you can see a red green Styles to get Heart of the sorry rather names are two and yeah they're both going to be able to Styles is going to using that minute Scribble is a deck so that is obviously Styles yeah well Chattery turboing the game and land yeah that's what the card does it gets you what 6 lands and 3 you cast it what the card does is that a good thing debatable but the card does it's also what's also really this actually happened okay in Dire and that is a big one since that just Styles will respond with that his card draw it's 4 mana RFE and obviously Styles just gave so that 12 and it's not even 12 it's going to be quite yeah, Scribble has 1, 2, 7 lands, 7 has that 9 already. We'll be able to indirect Styles to respond, but we'll see how that ends. And sure, Scribble has that doesn't matter because Dragon Calling. So yeah, Dragon Calling is a really good, really, and obviously Forbidden Treasure also a good card, especially against Conjured. Probably here's my. I love this card. You mill more, you draw more, you draw. It's such a fun card, and yeah, it was absolutely before it was mill plus X rather than now the floor is a lot lower, but ceiling remains the same. Before I'm 7 versus or even like 20 or those aren't but 1 or 0 rather. That's I think that's what the card yeah, bad. It's still probably the card, but in Dire all you really need 12 to have 1 mana short. Wow. Wait, no. Symbol untaps 2 lands. Oh no. So that's 1, 7, 9, 1. Yeah, that's 1 mana short of which probably would have been that could have been, but 1 mana off. That must suck. Especially since it's not like it's 11 to yeah, that just sucks. I don't know if I'm the lines. Gotta feel actually Styles you still feel Styles is probably his timer 7, 9. Is that 12? Because otherwise he decided to I guess it hits biohazard, but the other 3 roads aren't. I guess there's still a biohazard. I'm not sure about the coalesce. Could kill a coalesce, which I assume they probably so kill a coalesce, kill a biohazard. But here does Styles does so 1 lands top in the game. Both players 1 minute, not right, because that's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean 1, 2. Heart comes down, makes 9. That actually is dragon if styles and Shanjun commands. Forbidden treasure, dragon calling. This spell can't be countered. This was like a dragon. That's not me, but it's dragon calling straight up on. It rounds gets hardest to now hardest to play hard to beat red dragon calling shimmering. So yeah, that's the line here. Though you could fetch Tyrant as a conservative line, effective win by making sack. Yeah, like all or half their. So that's permanent. So either most of our land doing that, so probably their whole board play, or maybe 4 lands. If there's a like Styles the dragon, that's yeah. Scribble has nothing. So if Styles goes for the I like that unless I no instant or Sean June. Oh, end of all things. So that could be Styles the benefitful now. Though obviously you could probably waiting it, but my aggro brain when happened. Scribble going to let the dragon. It's not really could have a sleeper sack, and then I won't leave for now. You for Tyrant just has Scribble sack 6 9 per, yeah 9 per. You sack 6 11, you're left with 5. Yeah, Scribble just and that is GG's. Styles is 2-0 with Turbo Heart. And I helped build this deck. I hope this gets to off cut. So good luck to Styles.